Is the stock market going to fall 10%? These are the questions the market has, and this is why the market's been relatively still. Bitcoin is the best tracker of global liquidity. It is. Global liquidity. So we'll see. We will see. We will see. That's my market assessment. For those of you that have been listening for months, to lose. But the people have spoken. I don't disagree. Dylan says the bird is the word. The bird is the word. Congrats, bird. 25,000 sats. All right.
Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Support the channel by liking this video, subscribing, and enabling post notifications for more content on crypto and digital assets. Check out our other videos and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement helps with the YouTube algorithm and keeps the content coming. Thanks for your support. Enjoy the video.
Industry caring about the stock market. All of this is inflationary. All of this is weaker dollar. However, from him getting elected to that starting, I expect a lot of volatility, a lot of emotion, a lot of uncertainty. I mean, look at what Doge is uncovering. So my prediction in the markets has remained the same. A lot of volatility, a lot of choppiness around 100K. Why? Markets like psychological round numbers. At the end of the day, markets are comprised of humans, okay? Humans like round numbers. It's easy. 100K is a big psychological number. It's adding a new digit to the Bitcoin price. It's entering the six-figure land for Bitcoin. That's a really, really big deal. I've been in Bitcoin for 12 years. I remember when Bitcoin finally broke $100 and then $1,000 and then $10,000. $100,000 is a really big deal. I do not think it's going to be a short pit stop. I expect it to be as long as it's been. In the meantime, I expect a lot of volatility. Oh my God, Trump's going to have tariffs. Oh my God, no, he's not. Oh my God, our gold is missing. Oh my God, no, it's not. Oh my God, Jerome Powell's going to get fired. Oh my God, no, he's not. A lot of chop, a lot of up, a lot of down, a lot of up, a lot of down. Everything has happened since Trump got elected. And at the same time, nothing has happened since Trump got elected. You could have taken a nap since Trump got elected and Bitcoin's still in the same range. You will get scared out. You will get worn out. And I'm telling you, I've been telling you since Thanksgiving, there's going to be a lot of volatility in the near term. This market's not going to run away yet. It's also not going to zero. We know that. It's going to chop and chop and chop and chop and chop. So another week goes by. I've got relatively the same update. Stay focused. Work hard. Earn more than you spend. Stack sats. Stay humble. I fully expect Bitcoin to have a $250,000 price or higher within this calendar year. I do not think the market is ready to run yet. In fact, we saw some market data. It looks like the economy is weakening. It looks like the reverse repo market is draining. Again, the markets are asking, where's the liquidity going to come from? How are they going to weaken the dollar? Are Jerome Powell and Donald Trump going to get on the same page? And there's seemingly a very weak economy progressing. Are we going to have a mini financial crisis? Is that what's going to take Trump to get Powell on his side? Is the stock market going to fall 10%? These are the questions the market has, and this is why the market's been relatively still. Bitcoin is the best tracker of global liquidity. It is. Global liquidity. So we'll see. We will see. We will see. That's my market assessment. For those of you that have been listening for months, Trump coin. They're both meme coins. They're both shit coins. One made it really complicated, really complex. It was a Rube Goldberg machine. The other is intellectually honest and saying, this thing's probably going to zero. Do you want to gamble? All of this is extremely bullish for Bitcoin because the world is starting to see that there is Bitcoin and then there is everything else. There is a value accrual thesis to Bitcoin. It is distributed. Its monetary policy is fixed. Its supply is fixed. Its issuance is predictable. It's divisible. It's portable. You can secure it yourself in a self-sovereign way. It's global. There's a real value accrual thesis to Bitcoin. There is a mathematical and borderline physics, if you ask Michael Saylor, reason that Bitcoin's price keeps going up. All of these other things, there is not. They all trend to zero against Bitcoin. They are not money. And if you want the God honest truth, they are speculative gambling vehicles. And the reason meme coins are doing better than Ethereum is because they're being honest about that and they're optimizing for that. You guys want to gamble? You want to punt a load of shit? Facts. You guys know how hard it used to be to enable people to gamble? You'd have to, guys, I've been in this space for 12 years. I swear to God, you'd have to write a 100-page white paper to convince someone to gamble on your token. Trust me, I was there. Now you go on your phone and you boop, 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 boop. Solana gave Portnoy coin. Frictionless gambling. We live in a society where the demand to speculate is there whether you know it or not. Your fifth grade teacher in your local community, whether they know it or not, they're a speculator. Are they getting paid in dollars? They're a speculator. There's innate demand to hopefully own a home, to hopefully be able to afford groceries, to 1 year afford vacation. That demand comes from not human nature, not how they were raised, not who they're following on Instagram. It comes from an eroding currency that's still outrageous. The world is healing. The world is healing. Okay? I've said before, altcoins are what I call an arbitrage on the trend. All right? What do I mean by that? An arbitrage trade is very simple. If I have something on my left that I can sell for $10, and I have the same thing on my right that I could buy for $1, I'm buying for $1 all day and I'm selling for $10 all day. That's what's called an arbitrage trade. You're arbitraging the inefficiency in the market. Okay. I think altcoins are an arbitrage on this trend. They're monetizing, they're making money, they're taking advantage of a market inefficiency. What's the inefficiency? One's an informational inefficiency. People don't truly understand Bitcoin. People don't truly understand money. People don't understand markets. The other is regulatory. Previously in the US, it was illegal to create your own money in your basement and pay Justin Bieber to make it popular. That was a violation of securities law. Now, obviously, doctor or just be a janitor or just be a policeman. You have to be a doctor and a trader. You have to be a policeman and a speculator. You have to be a lawyer and understand what the Fed is talking about. That makes everyone half as good as they could be at being a doctor, at being a lawyer, at being an artist, at being a teacher. Because the other half of their time is spent outpacing inflation. And you live in a world where we've monetized debt. Debt's a good thing. I paid for this house in cash. And everyone was like, what? How could you possibly not take out a mortgage? How could I possibly? I don't want to owe anybody money. I don't want to be in debt. But that's the world we live in. Debt is fully monetized. Fully monetized. So you have a world where no one is a full-on contributor to society. You contribute as much as you can whilst spending the rest of your time trying to outpace inflation, riddled in debt and express. I think the world is better the more artists there are in it. And I haven't backed this up with data. This will all be part of my talk, but I would guess that, the level of quality art is trending down and the number of lawyers is trending up, if I had to guess. Someone said, do I trust AI? I don't understand what that means. AI is an industry. I think AI should be open source. I don't trust open AI, but I don't know. I don't totally understand. It's like, do you trust money? Depends which money. Bitcoin? Yeah. The dollar? No. Okay. That's my rant on meme coins and everyone in the world is a speculator and this is all bullish for Bitcoin. Everyone saw So you've got these, what is it called? 13F, these filings, and you're seeing, state pensions, sovereign wealth funds, banks buying the ETFs and buying MicroStrategy. Guys, these are capital allocators that are, one, not buying Trump coin, not buying Ethereum. Vitamin D, like, I must be deficient in stuff. I mean, it is like, I got back to America. I went to the grocery store today. They didn't have eggs. What? The US of A? I can't buy eggs? Don't get me started. I've already done enough ranting for today's episode. So, am I sick? Maybe. I don't know. There's rumors there's like a rampant flu going around. I don't know. I'm eating steak. I'm eating eggs. I'm drinking water. I'm trying to sleep. I'm trying to stack some fucking sats. Keep it simple. How hard should we? I did find eggs. On my third grocery store, I found eggs. To lose, but the people have spoken. I don't disagree. Dylan says the bird is the word. The bird is the word. Congrats, bird. 25,000 sats. All right. 50,000 sats before trivia. 50,000 sats before trivia. This is over $50 worth of Bitcoin. Give me a second. I got to think of a hard one. Printing dollars and devaluing the dollars, they make it more affordable to pay it back. So that's the short answer. There's a long answer, but hopefully that makes sense and resonates, is they're able to devalue what they owe, which is a cheat code. Usually in life, by the way, when you're in debt, you can do two things. You can pay it back like an honest person, or you can default on it and say, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to be able to make you whole on this debt. And maybe you get punched in the face for that. Maybe you go to jail for that. I don't know. Maybe your house gets confiscated for that. Depends on the context. But central banks and governments have a third option. They don't have to necessarily pay it back. They don't have to default. They can print and devalue what they owe. Cheat code. Okay. Are you familiar with Jeff Booth's take on deflation? What are your thoughts on a world where prices go down in BTC? I am familiar with Jeff Booth's take on deflation. I love Jeff. He's a friend. And it doesn't matter how Bitcoin is purchased, you guys. At the end of the day, Bitcoin's very simple because it has a fixed supply. It is purely supply-demand dynamics. Do more people want to buy it than people that need to sell it? That's it. Doesn't matter if they do it up, down, left, right, OTC exchange, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It is how much demand is there versus how much supply is there. That's it. If it's through the OTC market, so be it. The point is, eventually, the only way to get more Bitcoins is to go higher in price. For example, I have supply, but you can't get it unless maybe you want to buy my Bitcoins for like $5 million per coin. I might sell you one. You want more supply, you got to go higher price. And that's typically what happens with Bitcoin. So it doesn't matter whether it's through the OTC or not. And how would we price things in Bitcoin to be used as a medium of exchange? It's pretty simple. Like I know people that, teach code, anything else, but I can never be 100% certain. So no, I don't see a world in which Bitcoin dies. I don't think that's a practical world. I don't expect that world. I cannot sit here and guarantee you anything, but I think Bitcoin is as certain a thing as we have access to in today's world. I'll update you guys if that ever changes. What do you think about STX as a Bitcoin layer 2 that offers staking rewards in Bitcoin? No idea, never really heard of it. Sounds like a shitcoin. Could you tell us why other Bitcoin Jack is not Satoshi? Oh, why Dorsey is not Satoshi? I know why, but I'd like to know your thoughts on the Dorsey Satoshi FUD. I didn't even know there was Dorsey Satoshi FUD. Listen, it doesn't matter who Satoshi is. And Satoshi, one of the only things they asked is to be left alone. So they use products if you find value in them. And if you don't, then don't use them. Feature request. Can Strike implement a cost basis to the app? Yes, working on that. Can you comment on joint Strike accounts? Is this something you're planning for? Yes, we are. Do you see Strike partnering with banks like Ally Bank to offer Bitcoin purchases? I don't know. I think banks move slower than we think. If that's ever anything Ally Bank is interested in, we can absolutely be a partner to that. But I think they move pretty slow. And one of the things that's been great about Strike is we control our infrastructure, we control our licenses, we control everything vertically. So we're able to move really, really fast and build great products pretty efficiently. So, we'll see over time what banks' opinions on Bitcoin are, but my expectation is these things move slowly.